Vicky gotta take one for the team. That's some real shit.
Nah, I know. I don't want to either, but Leslie definitely don't want him to have sex.
Really? I mean,
not until he's up there, like I said, at least 1.5. Cause no, that nigga ain't gonna want it all the time.
I mean, y'all his parents, so y'all his parents, so y'all know best.
No, because then you think about it. Well, what's gonna happen? And then they're gonna be whining. They're gonna do it, take him down here, or you bring him up there just to fuck. Nah, my nigga, the dog, relax. You get it when you get it.
Nah, she just got OD annoying. Cause like,
get a little vibrator something.
I don't think they got dog vibrators.
Stick on the wall.
But right?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I know. But like, it's weird, right? Because like when we first got the dog, like to me it's just like a puppy. Especially because she's a Pomeranian, she's little. So you know, like I never really was like, I remember in the beginning we didn't even know if she was really a female or not, because like she didn't look like how most female dogs look. So like, I remember my girl was we were doing an inspection, and like we had her on her back. We were like, look at her pussy, and it was like this. It looked like a little belly button with like fur coming out of it. It was just so tiny, this tiny little thing, this cute little thing. I was like, oh. I was like, but at first it kind of looked like a dick. So I was like, we weren't sure. I was like, do we got a transgender dog? How does this work? Is this post?
How do you treat it?
You know what I mean? Like I was like, I don't know.
How does it identify? Is it a she? Is it a he? We don't know. We can't speak. She can't speak.
It was like, we looked it up online, and it was like, nah, this is a female dog, blah, 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 blah. So we're like, all right, cool. But she was just a dog. You know what I'm saying to us? Like, she just came up, like this, you know what I mean? Played with it, blah, blah. We didn't really pay too much mind, because it was just like.
You recorded?
Yeah. That's why I passed the blood. But, yeah, I mean, it was like, we were never really like focused on like, the fact that she was the female attributes portion, because it was just a dog. But then like recently, she just got her first period, and then that's when we kind of like started like really becoming aware of the fact that she was in fact a female. And okay, the biggest thing is like, right, for example, like that bitch can smell like a motherfucker. That bitch, her like senses, her senses are crazy. So like,
you mean when she's on the period? Or just period?
No, it's period.
So, you get it? No way.
That was double thing. We did double entendre. But like for example, right? We could leave her downstairs. We could put her in the bathroom, whatever. But if we fuck in her bedroom, she smells that shit. She knows that some action was going down. So like, as soon as she comes upstairs into her room, she's just kind of like, oh, it was here, huh? She goes right to the spot where she's fucking at, like, yeah, I can tell. It starts like,
what y'all doing?
And then like, she'll hop down off the bed and like start humping her pillow.
Oh yeah.
And bro, this bitch is like Megan the Stallion on that motherfucker. Like, she be throwing it back, and she just be like,
if you got back,
just dumping on the pillow, like. And like until she gets off on it, you know what I mean? And when she gets off, then she leaves her discarded pillow to the side like a U-side bitch, you know what I mean? But like this, like was the trip is like that little belly button turned into like, you know what I mean? A little Audi, you know what I'm saying? Like
fully out.
Yeah, that thing is
open for business. I thought that was an alien attached to her, like.
But I don't know if it was like the humping on the pillow and all that shit.
I felt like that shit was throbbing. Bro. It had its own heartbeat. Do-do. Do-do. I was like, yo, fucking vag is bigger than a dog.
But not even just that. But bro, even her nipples swelled up. Because when we first like when we first thought she was a boy, because she didn't have no nipples. You know what I'm saying? Or at least like her nipples were so like tiny and like so, you know, covered in the fur that she didn't really peep it. But like, nah, she got her period. Her fucking nipples is just fucking out there like a fucking titties on a cold
Like
Sunday.
headlights.
You know what I mean? Like, I was just like, I thought it was a pimple. I thought my dog got like.
You was trying to pop it?
Yeah, I was like. Yeah, that shit is wild, bro. But
That's just crazy. You know what's wild though? Fucking Vanessa Bryant's mom, bro.
hell yeah, that's fucked up.
In case you guys didn't know about it, this lady is asking for $5 million, a new home, and a new car. And I think the way the article put it, it sounded like she also wanted to get paid $96,000 an hour for babysitting her kids.
Well, that's where the $5 million comes in. She wants.
That's what she got.
She wants $5 million paid at the rate of $96 an hour over 18 years worth.
They were taking off her titty?
This is like the worst form of child support ever. Like when the grandma's trying to come after you for the child support, bitch, you the grandma. You didn't even birth this motherfucker.
That's why she waited. She waited until she should have waited until all the kids were grown. But she waited until Kobe Bryant passed away. Anyway, he would never. You get the fuck out of here.
Man, like it's just it's ignorant as fuck because it really be your own people. Yo.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then it's just like it's one of those things that you remember when we were talking about on the podcast last week when I said that like even that when you're in the jungle or when you're in the hood that shit breeds evil.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is one of the things. It's probably like one of the things where it's like grandma and Gramps was somewhere chilling. Like if Gramps still alive, you know what I mean? But somewhere chilling, like watching they daughter in a fucking like castle somewhere with her husband. Like, yo, look at them motherfuckers getting helicopter rides to fucking all over the city and shit. Look at Kobe in the Lambo. Look at Vanessa with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then look at us. We just over here in the countryside, like, just living off the Social Security, fucking, just like. Yeah, they take care of us. You know what I mean? They got us a nice little house, some little something.
They paid to live. They paid for her mom to live close to them, so they paid her house.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. But for her, it wasn't enough.
That's
like she was like, nah, I want $5 million for what? You know them times I was watching your kid. You know what I mean? When you couldn't watch him and shit, and when he was at the game. You know what I mean? Like. I feel like that was like $96 an hour's worth. 96. But like, what'd you do to them kids? Like, what you feed them, gold? Like, nah.
You did their homework too and everything and shit. Fuck out of here.
Just regular milk and.
You know, if they bought her a home, I'd be like, you know what? I got you with the $5 million. If it was a nice home, let me sell your home, and I pay you back the $5 million. There you go. That's all you get. Because she has, that's the thing, like she wants a new home. She already has her own house that they bought for her so that she could live close to them.
And that's why, like, if I was Vanessa Bryant, if you're listening, pay your moms off. Give that bitch the $5 million, get that bitch the new home, get that bitch the new car she wants. And then tell her to go fuck herself and tell her she ain't never gonna see her grandkids again.
Don't give her the $5 million.
No.
Don't give her a new home because the thing is that their main source of income was Kobe, and I'm sure he had them set up that they're still getting something.
Oh no, bro, trust me, they're set. Like none
I'm not giving $5 million away.
Listen, I know that's a lot of money, but think about the lawyer fees going to court. If this shit drags out, fucking, you don't know how this could turn out. So. And then what if the judge goes, oh, nah, I feel like you should pay her $10 million. I feel like you was really watching them kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I doubt it. You know what I mean? Like, that some judge would be ignorant enough to do that. But, like, you don't know how...
Well, somebody put, look, correction, Kobe promised to take care of her, not Vanessa. Once Kobe died, Vanessa stopped those payments. Kobe was the one who vouched to Vanessa's mother that he would give her money as long as she lives.
Well, I mean, that sounds like some personal problems between you and your daughter. You know what I mean? Like, why all of a sudden your daughter stop fucking with you and stop paying you? Like, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
You know what I mean? Like, if Vanessa got that bread, you know what I mean, and she stopped.
Well, the thing also could be that, like, and we don't know. That's the fucked up. You know, we over here, speculating, but it's like we don't know. So, what if like this chick was getting like he was giving her, I don't know, what would you give your own parents if he was making that? Like maybe $200 million a year in payments. Because Kobe Bryant.
200 million a year.
I'm sorry, 200,000. My bad. and maybe when Kobe passed away, but that's was like, yo, instead of 200,000, I'm kind of need some of that. So how about it's gonna go down to 100,000? You're gonna have to make do or do whatever. You know, you got your home is already paid off and shit. You got your vehicle.
And
you know what I mean? So
she got to set up her daughters. You know
that's what I'm saying. Like
that.
Just as much as this guy's trying to justify, oh, it was cut off or whatever, you don't know what happened. Like that's the thing. Like she could have been like, no, that's not enough. Kobe was paying me this. I'm like, well, you didn't get shit, nigga, and then you don't get nothing, and then you don't know.
Then the same thing. Like,
yeah, well, of course, I would not say that.
You know what I mean? But like, it's just
I wouldn't pay that much. Period. Like you can live with me. I'm not buying you a house to live close.
No, like because for mom, I would do. If I had the bread like that, like I would definitely take her and like buy her a crib and give her, make sure she's well off and got her own.
Yeah, even if I buy her a crib, I'm not gonna.
But I also know mom wouldn't throw my shit in my face like that. And when like then again though,
humiliate me public.
We only even though I doubt mom would ever do this, we've only seen mom broke. We ain't never seen mom around money. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Maybe mom might change around some money. You know what I mean? Hopefully not. You know what I mean? I would hope not. But and honestly, like I don't think it's in mom's character for her to like switch up like that. But you know what I'm saying? Like that maybe that's what happens to people. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been broke, and they only seen their mom broke. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, like now we talking about some millions. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you know what I mean? Like they start seeing a different side of mom. You know what I mean?
And the thing is too, like when you bring up the numbers, like that 5 million, even at $96 an hour, how many hours you watch?
Even over 18 years. That's not. I ain't never heard child support like being like. So I mean, like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, to kind of do the math a little bit. Just I want to see. I'm interested. So I used to say, let's say she put how many years? 18 years. So 18 years. Times, we'll just do one kid, right? Mm-hmm. Times 365 days, and then that's what. And then we'll add 4 days for leap years, 4 days. And there's 24 hours in a day.
But this is an on and off babysit. It ain't like
I don't see what the maximum would be for one kid. Times 24 hours in a day. What was my whole thing? Dang, you kind of fucked me up.
My bad.
My bad. I don't even remember what I was gonna say now. 18 years times 25 days plus 4 times 24 hours in a day. 24 hours in a day. Yo, what the fuck? Nah, bro. Damn, you really fucked me up, my nigga.
I'm quiet now. I'm over here trying to drink my Capri Sun, my nigga.
Plus 4 times 24 hours a day times 96 hours. 96 hours per hour. It'd be 15. If you watched them all day, that'd be $15 million.
Yeah, she a bitch.
All day. If you watch them all day, from ever, like never closing her eyes, never sleeping.
Come here. Don't chew on my headset. But
oh yeah, I forgot she has to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Her senses be OD. Just a little sniffer.
Oh shit. But yeah, basically it's a fucked up situation though.
Yeah, no, man. Like
that's fucked up.
I pray for the families in both cases. You know what I'm saying, and for Vanessa and her mom. I hope Cause you know what I mean, like that's family. You don't want money to divide, fuck up a relationship between a mother and a daughter and their grandkids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, like so. Even though I say like yo, like I mean, like I'm petty that way. So like for me, I'd be like, nah, here, fuck you, take the 5, but you ain't gonna see these niggas ever again because you gonna charge me $96 an hour for these niggas. So nah, I'm good. We cool on seeing you on Christmas.
You want to see? I'm gonna charge you $96 an hour.
Where with that $5 million, now you finna pay for these little niggas to come visit. But you know what I mean, like, because I'm a petty ass nigga like that. But you know what I'm saying, like realistically though, I pray for both families because I don't want money to end up dividing. You know what I mean, like like a mother and a daughter and their grandkids and shit. So and that's fun. That's just messed up. You know what I mean? Like I ain't never heard no situation like that where a grandmother tried to come collect. You know what I mean?
First.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, out of anybody, like Kobe just died. Vanessa's somewhere, like, probably grieving, trying to figure her shit out, trying to make sure her daughters are taken care of, and here come the vultures, and it's like, oh, that's mama. You know what I mean? Like, so that's fucked up. But yeah, highly offensive episode 80, yo. Was good, folks.
Is it 80 or 81?
80, yeah. But what's good, folks? It's been a hell of a week. Yo, I hope you guys are okay. Hope you guys made it through the snowstorm. You know what I'm saying? Hope y'all was all cuddled up somewhere with y'all babe, watching movies and fucking, you know what I mean, or playing y'all PS5 or whatever it is y'all niggas do out there. But yeah, yo, like it's that shit was a crazy snowstorm, bro.
Yo, my arm was hurting. I realized how much muscle I don't have. Bro, my shit was hurting. My shit was like jello, bro. I couldn't lift my shoulder no more. I was
bro, I feel like that when I was shoveling, man. I was like, y'all feel old as shit. I was like, I wish I had like grown ass kids I could just send outside to go do this for me, because that's what dad did. But then again, that's how dad got fat. So you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's best for me. You know what I'm saying? To have to shovel my snow for now. But
shit.
That shit was just intense because it was just like I remember like it hadn't snowed all fucking winter. You know what I'm saying? I know that it's still the beginning of winter, but it hadn't really snowed much. I think I seen one flurry and it was just like a little sprinkle, like a little couple flakes, like some like God just made it season a little bit on Earth or something. You know what I mean? Like, but then like when this bitch came, it was just like there was a news like, oh no, it might be like 18 inches. Damn. Can you buy me dinner first? Like, you ain't even crazy. Just warm me up. You just slid right in, like, we here. Like, what's up? Snowstorm of the century. Like, I was just like, damn, fam. Like, just.
And with that off here last year, too, like, we didn't get no snow, so we didn't get no practice or no nothing last year. We wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready for this, I would say. I didn't have a fucking shovel.
I was like, oh, that's right. You have to hear it.
Yeah.
Fucking, because I was like, honey. Stop fucking with
like
the cables. But yeah, like I was just like trying to like shovel, you know what I'm saying, that shit out, because it was like, you know how like in the city when you shovel out a spot, like you gotta put your like a chair out there real quick, you know what I'm saying, make sure nobody take your shit. It's the self-purpose thing. You really can't be doing like no hood shit like that. You know what I mean? So like I was like, damn, yo, like I gotta shovel out this spot. Take my girl to work. Hope that yo stop licking my cheeks. But whatchamacallit? You gotta hope that like nobody takes a shit. You know what I'm saying, when you come back, because you didn't spend like a whole hour and a half shoveling out yourself a spot, just trying to like get your way, wiggle your way out of there and shit. Then I had to come back home, shovel out the driveway because the snow was so bad that I couldn't even I couldn't park on the driveway when we got back from town that day. I had to park off on the side, shovel out that spot, drop my girl off at work, come back, shovel the front yard, like where the driveway's at. Then like, it was just like so messy. And then these motherfuckers didn't come fucking
street yet?
No.
Yeah, that's like, crazy.
It was just a hot mess. But it was crazy because like I remember I seen that one of my neighbors after I've never talked to her before, and she was just like asking about the one that was asking about Mickey. She was just like, yeah, I hate the snow because I was telling her, I was like, yeah, I used to love the snow as a kid, like, and then like now, like, it's just like, no, because mainly because I hate driving in it.
Yeah.
It causes accidents. And then it's so cold. I'm not trying to sit outside and throw snowballs all day.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool. I'm gonna be inside drinking hot cocoa, playing my PS4. You know what I mean? Like, because my girl ain't buy my PS5 yet. You know what I mean? But I'm just joking. But but not really.
But you sound mad as shit when you say, I'm just joking.
Nah, because she had told me she
nice
was.
She did, though.
Nah, because she had told me she was, and then like then it became a we not getting nobody Christmas gifts this year. You know what I mean? Because we got so behind on everything. You know, like I talked about it last week. You know what I mean? Behind on the rent and shit, and it was just it's been a crazy couple weeks. So then you know what I mean? Here comes 18 inches full of snow, just trying to just drop it on us and shit. And then the whole reason, right, we were out in town that day was because the brakes were going bad on my girl's car. And I had been like telling her like, yo, we gotta take care of these brakes. But then we like didn't get around to it in time. So then I'm at work the other day. Honey, leave the cables alone. Leave the cables alone. I know you heard me. And we were around I was at work trying to go home, and then when I pull out, like I went to hit the brakes, and it was just like no brakes. It was like you know how like when you press the brakes, how there's like the bit of resistance as the brakes lock in, like you kind of feel like like you can't just push down on the brakes, like it's just like it's slowly kind of like pushing in. Nah, it was just like
You able to put your foot through the car?
yeah, it was just like I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn. I was like, oh my god, what happened here? And then fucking I was just shook because I'm just like, okay, now we lost the brakes. And it's just like I still gotta go home. I still gotta take her to work. Fucking this and that. I'm like, yo. And then now there's about to be 18 inches of snow. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was a hot mess. You know what I mean? So I hope like we don't get hit with another 18 next week. You know what I'm saying? Like, hopefully God just takes it easy, gives maybe a scattered 5. You know what I mean? Like, but
Should be crazy if we got like 2 feet of snow on Christmas.
what? Nigga?
That's fake, but
Well, fuck.
nah. I can't.
But you know what I mean? Like, I remember like when I was a kid, I would have loved that shit because there were snow days. Like, you know, you ain't going to school. You know, you gonna be somewhere just chilling at home. Like, oh, I'm going outside playing. You know what I mean? Like, run around throwing snowballs, making little snow angels and shit.
I don't do that no more, huh?
Hell no. Or like, remember?
Niggas still gotta go to work.
You remember one of the fondest memories that I have, honestly, now I think about it, is you remember when Dad took us to Farker Park and we made that tape, that VHS tape, and then we were like sliding down the Farker Park on the little hill on a cardboard because we was too broke to get like sleds and shit, like.
Yeah.
But it didn't matter because we had fun. You know what I mean? Like that's one thing money can't buy. Like,
I wonder what that video went.
probably lost that in the fire.
Yeah, you think so?
No, but I just recalled that joke from last week. But no, it was that was definitely a dope time. You know, like that's one thing that I miss the most about childhood is those little memories that you just like that you took for granted that you didn't even realize were gonna like mean so much to you later.
Well, you know why you can make those memories is because when you're a kid, you don't have a fucking care in the world. You really don't. Only thing you care about is what you want to do. I want to do this. I want to eat this. But
you really don't have a fucking care in the world.
I don't know.
That's the one thing that.
Well, these new kids, man, like they're all fucking depressed and fucking going through their identity issues and shit. Like, so they that's the one thing I feel bad for them on that, because it's like, right, like we had none of that, none of those problems growing up. Like, we just like had a couple like low key gay niggas that we didn't know were undercover. You know what I mean? Like, or just like motherfucker, like when my one homeboy, feminist. I'm gonna have to skirt that, but he was feminine as hell, right? Like, we just thought he was feminine as hell. Like, we really didn't understand that nigga was gay. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just like, yo, that's the homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then when we found out he was gay, it was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because that nigga was feminine as hell. But, you know what I mean? Like, there was nothing like, he wasn't like, I was really a woman in a man's body, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't know nothing about that shit. Like, he was just, you know what I mean? Just living his best life, and we was all just kids having fun, you know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, I feel bad for these new kids, because they have so many other shit to stuff that we would have never been exposed to because of the internet, mainly. The internet, I think, exposed kids to so much, and even like in the form of cartoons, it almost kind of like primes them to like think a certain way, or, you know what I'm saying, like to you know what I'm saying, like it reminds me of, like, I remember when
Kids nowadays are worrying about shit that they shouldn't have to worry about. And that's the thing, though, like you mentioned, like, to y'all, nobody even thought about that, because I'm like, I just did whatever y'all want to do, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now these kids watching these shows with those subliminal messages, and they're asking mommy, daddy questions, or asking, other kids questions that no one knows the answer to. None that doesn't know the answer to, but like, how can you get?
I can't tell my 5-year-old that she's really a girl and not really a boy, but because I'm sitting here trying to, make her feel good, I have to tell her, okay, well, nah, it's cool for you to dress up like a boy, or
because think how do you explain sexuality to a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah.
Like even until they get into their teens, and usually, like from what I remember, like, kids normally learn about that shit when other kids bring it into school and shit like that. You know what I mean? At least in my house, so like, sexuality was not a thing in my house.
Like around sex ed time, when we was like, I think like in 6th or 7th grade, and we seen the video, and we were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And it was like, I can't really show that shit. That's that shit when I think about it, because they showed us not the whole. They didn't show the dick, but like they showed like what happens when you bust inside the chick, and like how the sperm travels all up inside the pussy. It was like a camera up in that motherfucker. It was just like, no. But no. It reminds me of like when I was younger, right? When Family Guy first came out, I was like, this show is fucking dope. But why you got a gay baby? I'm like, it's a baby.
Stu's gay?
Stu's gay. Stu's gay the motherfucker. He's shown that shit several times in the show. But I'm like, I feel like that's unnecessary. Like, I mean, of course, I love his character, and he has some funny ass moments and all that other shit. But I feel like that aspect of him didn't need to be put on display. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a kid, he's just a baby. You know what I'm saying? So when other babies see this shit, you know what I mean? Like, and they start emulating them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want them to be thinking like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, asking those questions.
Yeah, because they shouldn't be thinking about that shit.
They should be thinking about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that Family Guy was what started it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
but
no,
like,
because you would think about The Simpsons.
Yeah, but even The Simpsons didn't have that kind of stuff in it. Like, sexuality, when it came to sexuality, I don't remember The Simpsons having much of sexuality, even between Homer and his wife. I mean, they should have been bed sometimes, but they were like, you know what I mean, had that kind of connotation to it. But it was just like crazy that for me back then, I thought that I was like, or even like the brother show, American Dad, right? Yeah, maybe I'm bashing Seth MacFarlane this episode. I don't know. Maybe this is all Seth MacFarlane's fault. That all these trends.
What show's that one?
American Dad.
Oh.
But one thing that even to this,
that's his show too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
The Cleveland show, fucking, and all them shit is all his shit.
Oh, I figured Cleveland.
But with American Dad, and that's why it actually takes place in the same universe. And there's several episodes that have crossovers and stuff. But whatchamacallit,
I've never seen that.
Really? Yeah. Well, I'm a big fan, so I would watch seasons at a time. I'd binge them. You know, film Family Guy and American Dad. Back when I was in the Navy, even when I started smoking, that was like the best shit would be to smoke and just watch them two shows. But one of the, because my high ass is fucking high as shit. You know what I mean? I'll be peeping certain shit, and I'm like, I don't like this. You know what I mean? Like, for example, the alien in American Dad, how he always wants to like bang the kid. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's a boy. Like, that's a little boy. Leave him alone.
Who was banging the kid? The alien? Yeah.
And like, it's bad enough that
Roger.
That he's an awkward little teen that's not getting no pussy anyways. You know what I mean? Like, now you got this alien in the cut trying to fuck him. You know what I mean? And excuse me, begging him no, and he's trying to fuck him like damn near every episode. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, it's a little weird. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like this.
It's pushing it.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? But it's a great show. You know what I mean? So, like, it gets made fun of or masked over and layered over with the, all this other shit. But, you know what I mean? Like, if you're a kid watching that, yeah.
Well, kids should not be watching that, though.
But there's parents that accept the irresponsible parents. They're like, oh, it's just cartoons. You know what I mean? Or there's kids that, like, are watching when their parents aren't paying attention, you know what I mean, on their own time, or fucking. You know what I mean? Like,
that shit is under parental control, my nigga.
I mean, if you're what they would define as an overprotective parent, we're gonna be like where you're actually doing your shit. You know what I mean? Like, and
nah, girls can't even watch YouTube. After that whole remember that one?
Momo cunt?
Yeah, nah, we're not doing that shit. Fuck YouTube.
But nah, man, it's there's a lot of irresponsible parents out there, and you know what I mean. Like, for example, we see it. You know what I mean? These kids be glued to these tablets, and sometimes you know what I mean. Like, it's almost like I feel bad because some of these parents don't have a choice because you know what I mean, like they're working or whatever the fuck, so they just go, oh, make sure
well, now the pandemic.
Not that too, but then there's also parents that just don't fucking like their kids and just be like, yo, here's your tablet. Sit your ass down somewhere. I'm gonna go chill and smoke weed and play PS5 and not pay no motherfucking mind.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll be seeing it. You know what I mean? So like, it's just like, that's why these kids be seeing shit that they're not supposed to be seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't always prey on them. For example, like, sure, if for example you got your kid over and you making sure that you logging in to her or his account, or child's protected account, so they can only watch kid stuff, then of course, yeah, while you're there paying attention, yeah, of course, but like, say you're not, and they know how to fuck around with the control and shit, and they know how to just sign out, or they accidentally sign out and sign into your shit, and now they got all this adult stuff, they expose stuff, and they sitting there just like scrolling around going, fuck this big mouth, that looks kind of cool, you know what I'm saying, because it's a little cartoon, and they start watching that shit, you know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah, I mean, that's always a possibility. But I'm glad it's like, so far the girls love having their own profiles. Like, they'll use their profiles, like, and then like they even wanted to change their avatar and shit. Like, so they, I wouldn't be too worried about it. But I have parental control on everything, bro.
No, I know. That's why you know, I mean, that's good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's too much shit out there. You gotta filter some of it out.
Over here, yeah, I mean, I have none over Jamal. Like,
well, he's what?
14. Yeah.
It's different.
Well, no, but yeah, I mean, at 14, like,
still, yeah,
you know what you're trying to get into. You know what I mean? And you know what the kind of shit that you be looking up, and the internet is so unfiltered. You know what I mean? Like,
so what though?
No, I mean, like, he's not my kid, so I can't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you was your kid, would you say some shit?
Hell yeah, I would definitely be.
If you looked up porn at 14,
like for example, right? If you looked at if my kid was watching porn at 14,
Your son.
like my son
6%.
or daughter, I have to be universal.
I look at it differently.
Now, see, that's double standard. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not double
It's
standard.
It is.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Why would you be okay with then your boy watching porn, but not your daughter?
I'm okay with.
Same age, 14.
I'm okay with my boy, my son watching porn, and me knowing about it. I'm not okay with my daughter watching porn and me knowing about it.
Why?
Like, let your mom know about, because I don't, because it's different.
How so?
Huh?
Because you're looking like T.I. right now, so I'm trying like.
No, it's not. No, they can do whatever. I'm just not comfortable knowing about it. So, like, that aspect, I'd be like, yo, Leslie.
No, but
and then I'll do the son.
But again,
Why?
The whys. You know what I'm saying? Like why? Or for example, why as men are we okay with? For example, like if our son was at 16 getting pussy, you'd be like, yo, proud of you, son. You slaying him out there. But if our daughter out there getting some dick at 16, we're like, oh no, with a shotgun, I'm about to blow this little nigga head off.
No, I'm not gonna encourage my son to get girls or have sex at that age either. I'm not gonna encourage that. But I'm saying for me, I don't care what my daughter would do per se. Like, let me rephrase that. I wouldn't care if they're looking up because they're curious or whatever. I just don't want to know. Like, make sure that when somebody finds out, it's your mom. That's all. Like, it's not me. You know what I mean? I don't want to know that shit.
But
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. My son watch porn either.
No, for example, like I would take pride if my 16-year-old son was out there slaying. Like for example, right? If my son was in high school and he's taking down the top cheerleader, yo, you couldn't do what I could. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause at least you're not in high school getting made fun of, being bullied, fucking all that. If my son was, you know what I mean, like, captain of the fucking, you know what I'm saying, the basketball team, and he's taking down some cheerleaders and fucking, you know what I mean, like, having the high school that I wish I had, I'm not gonna be tripping on that nigga. Like, yo, hey, do your good man, just work out. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. I'm gonna make sure, like, I'm gonna tell him to be safe about it. But for example, and vice versa, if it was my daughter though, I would feel. You know what I'm saying? Why is it different when it's a girl? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
but
it's
the position that you might put it that makes me like that would make me answer like that, because like if my daughter, if I had a daughter and she says she's 15 and she's dating a boy, and that boy, and let's say that boy is top of his class, good grade, good head on his shoulder, like I wouldn't, that wouldn't bother me, right? Same thing with my son, if he's dating this hot chick, good head on his shoulders. But when it gets to that part, like, I don't really want to know if my son's fucking either, but it wouldn't bother me to know, because if I imagine that, it'd be like, man, imagine me fucking, someone. You get what I'm saying? Because huh?
Not so much.
How would you say? Because he's doing the fucking. So it's not like, so for me, it's like, I do the fucking, so, and I mean, I can visualize that. But if it's my daughter, and I find out she's the one getting fucked, I don't want to imagine that shit.
No, I mean, I definitely understand that, and I mean, like, there's so many things you're unprepared for, right? Like, I was just having a hypothetical while we were talking, right? And because I do that a lot, and that's how I segue and shit. But for example, right, like, let's say, your daughter, like, one of 3 girls get raped, right? Like, that's a fucked up statistic, but that's a real statistic. So, let's say, for example, I'm not even gonna say that my daughter gets raped in a scenario, but like, let's say, a daughter comes up to you and is like, yo, I was with my boyfriend and he was trying to get me to suck his dick, and started to do it, but I didn't really like it, and this nigga just held my head down and just started face fucking me. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you react? You know what I mean? Like you know, like I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be like, oh no, we finna come over this nigga's crib and we finna ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I got a brother that's gonna be a little bit older or a little bit around the same age, yo, nigga, you gonna fuck that nigga up. I'm gonna fuck his dad up for making sure that you know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I mean? Like, with girls,
If you get there, that's big as shit.
I mean, we still gonna fuck them up. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna find a way.
We gonna find weapons.
A car or whatever. You know what I mean? Like,
Can't always be on guard, nigga. I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna catch you slipping. But it's just like, you know, with our boys, especially as men, we're trained to be tough. You know what I mean? Like, don't cry. You know what I mean? Like, fight. But with girls, it's not like that. We always see them as these fragile, you know, like, beings that need to be protected. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's even though they may not see themselves that way, they may see me like as, you know.
I think the reason though isn't so much because it's male and female. I think it's more like if as a dad, if I were to be a dad, if I have a daughter, if I have a son, I think of my daughter as the apple of my eye. She has my heart. If I have a son, I'm gonna think of that nigga as a mini me. So that's why I say, like, in the perspective where I'm the one that's doing the fucking, it wouldn't bother me because it's like, all right, you know, I've been there, like, you know, but with my daughter, if that's the situation that you say, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I don't ever want to hear something like that. Not that I don't want her to tell me, but like, bro, I might go to jail that day. If it's telling me that, someone getting fucked up, bro. Like, not even like that's not.
That's what I mean.
That's the tough part.
You know what I mean? Like that's why, like, with like I was telling my girl, we were having this hypothetical about, let's say we had a kid, and, like, you know, what would I want? And I told her, like, I would want a boy first. She's like, why? I'm like, because I'm like, with him, I can be rougher. I can, you know, like, I can figure out the whole parenting shit out. You know what I'm saying? And then that way, by the time I have a daughter, I have a little bit more, you know what I mean, like, under wrap, because, like, she's gonna have me wrapped around her finger. Like, if I have a daughter first, it's gonna be fucked from the start, because I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna be too overprotective. I'm gonna be too, like, it's too much that goes on in the world now. You know what I'm saying? That, like, I'm cognizant of that. I'm just like, yo, I can never let that happen to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, or even to my son, I'll make sure I protect my son as well. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in boys too. But, like, for example, like, my son is not gonna be goddamn Boy Scout. I'm sorry, little nigga, but you better join the real club. You know what I'm saying? Like,
are you not with the Boy Scout?
Hell no.
Why not?
I mean, you don't see that the Boy Scouts they gotta do compensation and shit, pay on little boys that got molested and shit.
Oh no, yeah, no.
You know what I mean? So
that's a thing, though. You gotta do your research too before you really get into anything.
Well, I see the headlines, so that's why I'm like, you know what I mean?
That'd be. I feel like if I put my kid into, if I have a kid and I put him into like a sport or something like that, or even, but I'm gonna be volunteering a whole lot. I'm like, all right, they're in there, but I'm in there too, nigga. Like, I'm gonna be there every day. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah,
especially if it's sports, like, yo, if my boy, whether it's football, baseball, basketball, I'm there. Yo, like, as much as I can, I'm gonna be there.
Wouldn't that be crazy to see, like, your kid playing sports like basketball, just killing it? Call somebody over.
Come on, baby. Yeah, especially if your, like, son blew up and became, like, the next LeBron James. You know, that's my son, my motherfucking seed, my nut. Like, without me, there'd be no him.
I got some strong nuts.
See these, make these beautiful babies out here.
But I know we spoke about T.I. earlier, but I'm gonna bring this up here. How this nigga said that he refers to his time as the time a father spends with his daughter as Thot Prevention Hours. I think it's bucket, yo.
Yeah. I think T.I. maybe got caught up in a moment like how we be doing sometimes here, where you know, like you got entertained. So like you trying to make like
Talk shit.
you just trying like for example last week when I was like 2 weeks ago when I was like, oh, I wish Michael Jackson would have molested me. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes we say some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? It's mainly me on here, but yeah, I mean like on podcasts sometimes we just because they're trying to create entertainment, they're saying some wild shit. The problem is that it's coming from T.I., the guy who's saying that he does virginity checks on his daughter. So like it comes from it hits a different tone with women. And right, like the thing that like I don't fucking understand about him by now is that he has to know he has a female audience. Like this dude.
That's what I don't get. He don't learn.
Whatever you like. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a big female audience then, and then you know what I'm saying? Like like people podcast gets fucking clipped up and spread all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Whether you wanted to or not, and something like that it's gonna make women feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she like, what you mean? So the time that my father was spending with me was really Thot Prevention Hours? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some fucked up. Honey, don't even think about it. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you gotta be a father and let them know. You know what I'm saying? Without being cruel. You know what I mean? But, like, it's like, I hope that was just a case of him just, like, saying some wild shit for entertainment purposes and not how he actually feels. Right? Because it's like, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, I get what you're saying, like with the Kyrie shit. Like, yeah, no, you don't want your daughter to end up on a stripper pole. No, you don't want your daughter to end up on OnlyFans. No, you don't want your daughter to end up on porn. So of course, you're gonna make sure that you're there in their life. Because if you look at most of these girls' stories, one of the things that they say the most is, "My father wasn't around." You know what I'm saying? Like, so I totally get why T.I. says, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm trying to prevent my daughter from being a thot. Like, but the thing is, you can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least like when you got the platform that you do, and you know, you got a daughter that, like, you know what I mean? You had this whole thing with where you know what I mean? Like, checking up on her and making sure that you're there at her physicals and whatnot. And it's like,
College appointment, that's crazy.
you know that women her age on Twitter are gonna be seeing that shit like, fuck you mean? Like, they're gonna be adding her in her comment section like, yo, what the fuck wrong with your dad? You know what I'm saying? What you going through? Are you okay? You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, it's just gonna flare that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I don't understand why, like, knowing that he's gonna have females listening to his shit and like, or like, just to be mindful, right? And the thing is, I think T.I.'s problem, right? And it could, I think some men from substances, right? Especially like in his case, I think he got way too much pussy because he was like a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And not even just off the show that he was a rapper, just because he was T.I. You know what I'm saying? He was who he was. But like, that he never really like got in tune with like how women think and how their emotions are. It was just easy to come and go. Just women, you know what I mean? Like, so he ain't like really had to like talk to shit and be like, yo, like, tell me what really hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause then you know, like, I'm not gonna say this, or I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, certain shit is gonna be sensitive for a woman to hear. T.I. bugging. He needs to really just like talk to his daughter, right? And just like see like what she wouldn't want to hear, and be like, yo, like for example, when he edits the podcast and shit, just like his daughter to watch, like, yo, is anything on her that's a little bit, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, just tell me now, so I don't, because you don't want to lose that pocket. You know what I'm saying? Like that audience, because women support like a motherfucker. More than dudes, women will support. Like ask Drake. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason that nigga only makes songs for bitches. You know what I mean? Like, because only they buy his albums for the most part. But it's like, yeah, like even us. You know what I mean? Like, once if we ever like ever started getting successful, like we'd have to be mindful of our audience and make sure that we keep that audience engaged and we don't lose that pocket, because you know what I mean, like some of us only got a certain niche, you know what I mean, like so we go like for example, like the pocket that we in, it's not a big pocket, so we gotta make sure we don't piss off the pocket. You know what I mean? Like, and they like, hey, we gonna stop supporting you. Now, so our pockets is light, and fucking we like, why ain't got no views? Why ain't got no comments, no engagement? Why ain't nobody, you know what I mean? Like, showing me no love? Why ain't nobody buying no merch? Why ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then you already know that we in a pandemic. Money is already slow as is, so it's like, just be mindful of your pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. That's the only advice I can give T.I. Because as a fan of him, I'm not gonna sit there and be like, I'm not gonna talk down and trash talk him and that shit. Because like even as a guy, I understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I just have because I have a whole lot less women that I fucked that team since T.I. I just happen to get to know them a little bit better, so I know what happens to hurt their feelings. You know what I'm saying? And what I shouldn't say. But even then, I still don't get women like that. You know what I'm saying? Like they still have their whole, the intangibles that you can't really account for. So, but even me, like I have to even like I say bitches all the time. Like once you start popping, I'm like, hey yo, fam, why you keep referring to women as bitches? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not talking about all you bitches, just those bitches.
That's weird response.
Yeah. Nah. You know what I mean? But, because I'm going to be mindful of my pockets. You know what I mean? But, and I think that's where a lot of people are at nowadays. No, I don't know why you cancel it, because, you know what I mean? That's your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, what else we got going on in the world?
The crash on 181. For some local news. It's crazy.
Like 60 car plus pile up. Like,
I ain't listen. I definitely don't. I could definitely see why it happened. You know what I mean? Crazy.
You know what pisses me off, right? And it's completely not unrelated to the accident, but it's more of a selfish thing. But I called off work because of the snow. That shit was too much. I was like, I'm not driving in this, and I'm not walking in this Pippin. And on top of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I knew a whole bunch of people weren't going to be able to make it. So it was like, it should be, like, for example, like when I was at ThreadUp, shout out to some niggas, even though they won't take it back. You know what I'm saying?
Ever?
Yeah, no, I can't work there again. Yeah. Which I was like, it wasn't even that serious, fam. Like, I didn't even do something. Like, y'all treat me like a criminal. And no, you're not getting that bread on you. Stop playing. But no, you're not getting the bread. I said no. I know you smell that shit, but no. But, you know what I'm saying? Them, when shit like that would happen, they would call us and be like, nah, it's just shut down. Nah, we're not working today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Who actually cared?
yeah, because they didn't want us to drive in that shit. They knew like a whole bunch of us would drive from like York or, you know, Lancaster or, you know what I mean, different parts of Harrisburg. So we're like, yeah, no, it's not worth it today. We're just going to have a snow day. And they try to make it up for it later. Like maybe like we had to work on Saturday or, yo, I know you heard me. Don't make the sad face. I don't care. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas, they don't give a fuck. Like, and the thing is, like, they should give the most fuck because they got trucks coming in. You know, trucks do not drive good in the snow, let alone 18 inches of it. So if you know there's gonna be a fucking blizzard coming, hey yo, we good today. Like, well, let's make sure that we don't have a 60 plus car pileup on the highway, because 12 tractor trucks are gonna fucking lose control and crash and get people killed.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, it's like now they're like, I might not even get holiday pay because I called off. So it's like they're like, oh, we gotta call corporate and see if they'll forgive y'all. Like we like we did a crime or something by not coming into work in the middle of a fucking blizzard.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, it's bad enough y'all make us work 2 weeks to get the fucking holiday pay. But then, like, even in an emergency situation like that, like, we're not gonna get it. Because, you know what I mean? Like, we were somehow supposed to navigate our way. Like what if you're the guy on I-80?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you didn't make it to work that day because fucking you're part of the pileup. Or you're the one that's dead. You know what I mean? Like, these jobs don't give a fuck, man. And that's why I hate capitalism. You know what I mean? It's the whole profit over people. You know what I mean? When the people make the profit. But it is what it is, man. This is part of the sick system that we live in. Prayers to anyone that was affected by that snowstorm. If you're one of the people that passed, or you know, you lost somebody that day, my condolences. You know, we hope that next time it snows, you know, we can be a little bit safer out on the roads. Hopefully, the snow trucks get out here in time and plow fucking the streets and do what they're supposed to.
I think it's the longest they've ever taken, though, right?
Yeah, well, dude, it pisses me off because, like, when I was in DC in like 2017, 2018, when Kenny was over there, and we got hit by that blizzard, bro, it was 24-hour nonstop snow trucks coming through, snow plows. Like, they were in a state of emergency. Like, they put, it was a national state of emergency. Not national state of emergency, like, they shut the state emergency. And then they had, like, the military help out cleaning the streets and shit with their trucks. They had 24-hour snow trucks cleaning all the neighborhoods and shit. Like, it was.
Damn, you remember where I live? They had they have. So you have the street where the other cars are at, and then up the street, it's like an alley. Then it's up the street, and they have metered parking. They had why the police had stopped traffic and had a truck going around with like blades going like this, but like this wide, like blades heading out saw to shave off all the snow. Had a dump truck, poured it in the dump truck, and carried it away, but just for the metered parking. Because they wanted to make their money, so they only cleaned the meter parkings. The streets was plowed, but everybody else was, you know, in, like, all the snow is still out there. The only parts of the parking that are clean are just the meter parking. I'm like, yo, if y'all got this, why can't y'all coordinate something? But they could be like, yo, we're gonna clean this street out first, so everybody park on this side if there's a snowstorm, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then y'all can go to the other side, and then we'll, you know what I mean? That don't make no sense.
Word. And then the crazy, you know, that you mentioned that, right? I had seen, I forget if it was a message that my girl got and she asked me to read or something like that and translate. But downtown, like over, like in the city, they're like telling people, yo, y'all gotta get your cars off the streets. Like telling them they gotta move their cars. And it's like, bitch, where are we parking? Y'all didn't plow the streets. Where are we supposed to go? Where are we supposed to park?
That's crazy.
Like, but they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna start towing the cars and we're gonna start getting fines and shit. I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, tow the car, and then I'll go collect it. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Maybe they had a pocket, but
because they gotta fucking shovel all that to get to my car.
it's just one of those things. It's like you gotta be human. You gotta look at the human aspect of it. And if you do right by people, the people gonna do right by you. And if you don't do right by the people ain't gonna give two fucks. You know what I mean? Well, fuck you. Go ahead. I'll rack up the tab on you. You know what I mean? Like, ain't shit.
Fucked up.
You know what I mean? But yeah, like again, prayers to them. I think it's a good place to wrap it up. Yeah, just we're not gonna be here next week. Sorry. I know we already said we were gonna take a week off to go to Florida and whatnot, but yeah, we're also taking a week of Christmas off. Listen, man, it's fucking Christmas. Like, y'all don't have to like grow up.
But then we'll be back the following week for an episode.
But
that won't be off another week.
The following week, though, when we come back, I'll make sure you bomb ass episode. Fucking, we'll give y'all a good solid amount of time. You know what I mean? Right now, you know what I mean? Y'all gotta deal with what y'all get. Like, we just be doing the best that we can. You know what I mean? It's a snowstorm out there. We gotta do all kinds of shit. We got
it's Christmas season coming up next, or Christmas Day coming up next week.
Yeah, man. So
y'all get ready to like for the food and shit.
Yeah, we got a ham. We got panini. We got a ham because I want to make the pineapple ham like Mom used to make. It's been so long since I had it. So we gotta go get the pineapple and the cherries and shit and the clavitos. But other than that, we got the ham and of course, my nan's gonna cook up some shit. Fucking, her son's friends coming down from New York. They're gonna come stay with us actually. So we're gonna have like a big family thing on the 25th. She works the 24th, so I gotta pick her up and shit. Pick her up to work. But then come slide through. For time, come share with y'all, and then just do our best, man. Fucking to, you know what I mean? Like, just keep pushing forward. Try to survive the week, every week.
Hopefully get a little stimulus.
Man, I keep hoping, but, you know what I mean? Like it's been how many months? And they ain't gave two fucks about it, so, you know what I mean? Like,
hopefully we all get a stimulus.
Hopefully we get a president that actually gonna do something first, you know what I mean? And make shit happen.
But if anything, what's that episode gonna fall on? Let's see. Yes, so we will see you guys next year. Because if the first is on a Friday.
So yeah, this is the last episode of 2020. Fucking,
hey,
we made it, nigga. We didn't make it to 2020, but you know what I mean. Like we made it to the season finale of Holiday Festive. We just didn't know it. It's dope. We appreciate y'all fucking with us to wherever y'all fuck with us at on Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. You know what I mean? Even on the streets when y'all come up to me and y'all say, y'all see my shit, that makes me happy. Keep rocking with us. Yeah, we'll see you next year.
Holiday Offensive.
Episode 8.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.